In 1986, Ronald Reagan killed all of the birds and replaced them with spies that are now watching us. The birds are not real. Or at least that's what people want us to think. This conspiracy, the birds aren't real, was a staple to young adults and teens during the pre-COVID era of 2019. My friends, as well as myself, were obsessed with this conspiracy and went as far as to putting it on our homecoming float when we played the Falcons. But are birds real? Today, we are going to spread our wings by soaring into the origin story. Then, we are going to take flight by flapping on about the creator of this theory. Then, we are going to glide into a landing by squawking up the beliefs of the conspiracy. Now, let us begin by spreading our wings and soaring into the origin story. An article entitled "Birds Aren't Real" takes flight among Gen Zers, published by the Miami Post on February 3rd of 2022, suggests that the birds aren't real is a theory that became a Gen Z social media sensation and alleges that most birds in North America were killed and replaced with spy drones, and that the drones were now working for the high class or the bourgeoisie. The creator ripped off a poster of a wall, flipped it over, and wrote 3 random words on the back of it. Birds aren't real. The creator shares it was a spontaneous joke, but it was the reflection of the absurdity everyone was feeling, as depicted in the New York Times Magazine on December 9th of 2021. From this moment, the campaign spread in popularity, and now even has its own merchandise for sale. Now that we've spread our wings by soaring into the origin story, we are now going to take flight by flapping on about the creator of this theory. The birds aren't real conspiracy all started with a floppy-haired college dropout named Peter McIndoe, a 23-year-old male at the time, as explained by the New York Times article, "Birds Aren't Real, or Are They?" in the December of 2021. McIndoe is from Memphis, Tennessee. The CBS News webpage shares on May 1st of 2022. When starting this conspiracy, McIndoe intended to reflect some of the absurdity that's taken flight across the country. It was also seen as an experiment with misinformation. McIndoe even recruited a friend, Connor Guidos, to write a backstory for the birds movement. Now Peter McIndoe and Connor Guidos are running a merchandise store with "Birds Aren't Real" apparel. Now that we've taken flight by flapping on about the creator of this theory, we're now going to glide into a landing by squawking up the beliefs of this conspiracy. As the name may suggest, the theory believes that birds simply are not real. But the question at hand is, what happened to them? An interview with McIndoe from the CBS News website on May 1st of 2022 shares that the conspiracy believes that the government massacred over 12 million birds in the US. They believe that this was done using crop dusting planes over the span of the last 40 years. This same site suggests that the living birds were killed and replaced with spies, and that 12 million drones were now spying on us each day. We see birds every day, but are they real? The Birds Aren't Real conspiracy started with a college dropout named Peter McIndoe, and it soon spread in popularity. The conspiracy was at its prime in 2019. As described today, we began by spreading our wings and flying into the origin story. Then, we took flight by flapping on about the creator of this theory. And finally, we glided into a landing by squawking up the beliefs for this conspiracy. Be careful what you do out there now. The birds are always watching.